Hey Mason, Ben here, just going over your swing analysis from camp that we did a few days back with you during the cage, and just wanted to review a couple things with you, see if we found anything more on video that we could check out, and appreciate you guys staying around extra to get a little work in, and let's go through some things on your swing here. Go ahead and back up here. The biggest thing I want to talk about is working uphill compared to downhill. As you notice for your start is fine in regards to your feet and the distance you have on your part from your shoulders. One thing I do notice on this back foot, you can see how you're on the outside part of your foot. Your weight needs to be on the inside part of our foot, so you can see this heel is kind of a little bit up off the ground, and let's go ahead and make sure that that stays flat on the ground and you're on the ball of my foot. Actually, that back heel you can even take up off the ground a little bit, so I think that's really important to work on your feet on that. The other thing I noticed in your stance, as far as your posture, you can see if I go from your belly button up, you're a little bit hunched over to the side, so be a little bit taller with that, and that's going to help you work more downhill. Your swing has a tendency to work a little bit uphill right now, as you see as we go through our swing. So those are the things I see in regards to your start. As I keep going forward here with our swing, you can see I begin to work uphill. My shoulders begin to collapse. We talked about having 2 cups of water on each shoulder, but you notice right here that my angle and my approach is more uphill, and that's going to not be the correct thing of how we approach the ball working uphill. At this point of your swing, you want your shoulders to be nice and level, and you want your barrel to be working downhill, or actually this kind of angle towards the baseball, and that's going to help you drive the ball. But as you see, you're coming through a little bit uphill and a little bit sideways, so your bat angle is going to go this direction in this path here. As I go forward here, you can kind of see how it kind of goes this way and turns right into uphill, and that's what we want to stay away from. You can see on both shoulders of how much this is turned at this point of our swing. We want that midsection and your head to be nice and tall. You want your head up in this area compared to your head being sideways, and that's actually going to help you work downhill and through the baseball. From a lower half perspective, lower half is great. Front side is closed, good angle on my legs, so it's more of an upper body issue of working downhill and through the baseball. So I think that's key as to what I would do is get a tee, like a high tee, as we talked about, and make sure that that ball is up nice and high, and get a tee that you can really make sure that your hands get on top of and really work at a downhill angle to really drive the baseball. I think that's going to be a big one. You can see the difference of your eye level here at the end of your swing, which is how it should be all the way through your swing, but at contact, of how much your eye levels change, how much down you are here this way, and then your head actually finishes up perfect, but at contact it doesn't look like that. So that's the key, is what you look like at contact. I'm not really worried about what you look like at your start and what you look like at your finish, but the key is kind of what we look like at contact. So going again, you can see that back foot that needs to be off the ground a little bit, and that heel, get that weight up on the ball of my foot. And right here, as we go forward, you can see that my shoulders are going to start to get sideways on me. I'm going to begin to work uphill a little bit. So you see right here, my shoulders. Let's get in line so you can kind of see it here. Obviously, that we're working uphill. Again, lower half looks really good, and there's angles for that. But you can see right now how low my head is, and as you finish, I bet you it'll go back up. You can see at the end of how much of a difference our angle was. So let's really focus on getting ourselves just nice and high in a good angle, and finishing where we're working really downhill. Of kind of that perfect blur, that perfect bat path should kind of be in this area, and once you get over to here, then you can start kind of going up. But to really down and through the baseball, you want to be downhill, and keeping that posture is really going to help that. So that's the only else I think I saw in the video that I want to pass along with you with the other notes that you've taken. And just just do a lot of tee work. I think would be great. A lot of high tee work, and hitting to the back of the cage I think would be really good. Just working on those line drives and working downhill, driving the baseball compared to really lifting the ball. So stuff to use. Thanks again for coming out. We look forward to having you back, and this will be good stuff just to watch over and over again, that you can really keep working on your swing for the summer and going through the winter. So have a great summer, and I hope to see you back at a camp real soon.